Well, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to be going through the SAP Foundation Tholoana Enterprise Program Application 4. My name is Tanis Hamai, and I talk all things relating to business, making money, and the family life. Let us do it. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is to hop onto Google into your browser and search for SAP Foundation. And once you type in SAP Foundation on your Google, you are actually going to find the SAP Foundation website. And then what you're going to do is to, once you go on the landing page, you're going to find applications and press on find out more. Ne? And then if you scroll down, you're going to find apply here, press on it. And then the very first thing that you do is you need to create, you need to register. Start by actually registering. You need to click on the button that says click here to register, put in your first name, put in your surname, and then put in an email address that you can access. Make sure you can access the email address that you put in there. And then you're going to put the email twice. They're also going to ask you a question right there that is like to test if you're not a robot, I guess. It says complete the sum below. They ask me what is 4 plus 3, which is 7, and then you press on register. And then you're going to receive your username and your password. Copy your password because your username is going to be your email. And then just press on login. Automatically, you will have logged into your own profile. And then you need to go down to that part that says create a new application. And then you're going to see there's the Tholoana Enterprise Program. You need to press on the green button. Then the new application is going to be ready for you to start with it. But before you actually start, you're just going to put in some details, name of the business, the province, segment, and also how did you find out about the program. And you're going to put in all that information right there. So obviously this is information that you have. You're going to include all of the information. Do not forget to write, to specify exactly where you found out the business. There's a block there that you just need to specify on. Put in the percentage of the business that's Black owned, the length the business has been operational, the date when the business actually started to operate, whether you're a South African citizen or not, working full time on the business, and the type of the business. So you just fill in all that information and then press on start application on your bottom right. Then once you've pressed, it's going to process and load your application. Then you press on continue. There are 5 main sections on this application that you need to complete. Section 1 is applicant details, which is your details. Business details is the second section. Business overview is the third section. And the financial overview is the fourth section. And then the last one is uploads. Make sure that every single time you work with this application, you keep saving, save and proceed, save and proceed, save. You can even save and come back to the application later by actually logging in. Now, let's look at the first area. The first area is it just requires your information as the person, as the owner. I would advise that you make sure that you complete all other sections. Do not leave anything out. It is so important. Put in your information. Are you the one that's submitting the application form? Your name, your surname, email addresses, gender, race. Are you disabled or not? Your contact in numbers, landlines with the business, your date of birth, your addresses. Are you a South African citizen? Your experience, qualifications. Complete the whole section and then make sure that you actually press save and proceed. Go to section 2, which is now going to be about the business details. Now, when it comes to the business details, the interest is on, the name of the business, the registration numbers, type of business. Then there is business information like contact details, the addresses, etc. There's an important aspect there. It requires things like how long you've been in business, when was the business started, And then, are you registered for the right compliances as well? Please make sure that you complete all of that information. And then there's an area where you have to fill out the directors of the company, the shareholders. Make sure that you select, the option to add all of them. Make sure that you add each and every one of them. Select if they're an individual, the type of shareholder they are, their name, their surname, the area of responsibility. Are they involved in the daily operations of the business? The ID, race, gender, disabled, shareholding percentage, and all of that. And then make sure you add them so that at the bottom the list includes all of them. Once you have added them correctly, each shareholder is going to be reflected on the list, and that's how you do it. The total of the shareholders must get to 100% when you are done. Ne? So make sure that you allocate the shareholding percentages correctly. And then if there's important stakeholders that are critical to the success of the business, also include all of them. And also now fill out the spaces that talk to the employment that you've already created. List your employees, edit over there, and include all their details. And then there's financial systems that are also questions that are asked. Complete them, save, and proceed to the next section, which is section 3. Section 3 is more of the business overview. Here you're talking more about the actual business, the sector the business is in. And then you include information, the sector the business is in. Obviously, I've already said that. Is it the only business? Have you been in any other business, involved with any other business? Are you the one that started the business, or you helped start it, or select the most appropriate to purchase the business? And also, why? This one is an important one. Give 3 reasons or a couple of reasons why you are actually, you started the business. There's an option. There are options to choose from there. Now, give an overview of the business. 250 words. The purpose of the vision of the business. 250 words. Main products and services. Additional products and services that you offer in the business, and the products that you're selling and why, the revenue model of the business, how do you actually make money, and challenges the business has faced in the past and how you've overcome them, your customers, your target customers. Make sure everything is around 250 words. Main competitors, the biggest orders that you've had. And here you must include who the client was, what was the order for, and how much was the value of the order. Put all of that information over there. And then we get into your SWOT analysis. What are the strengths of the businesses, positive factors of the business? And then we move on to, the weaknesses of the business, like areas that have challenges and business opportunities that you've identified but not yet, activated. And also some of the threats that the business can actually, be faced with, and they give some examples to help you think, and also where do you want your business to be in the next 5 years. You're done with that, save and proceed and go to section 4. Ne? Section 4 is more of the financial performance of the business. And it looks at, so many different elements that are so important. So it starts with you needing to put in your sales for each month in the year, the accuracy. Is this accurate? Is this an estimate? Do you have financial records? No, I don't have financial records. Then you explain if maybe there's a difference in the sales going up and down on the blocks on the right. You must give explanations there as to why maybe there's an increase or a decrease, what was happening, etc. So that section is very important. That's the section again that you explain why your sales are performing like they are. Then you also include your income in sales and expenses for the different financial years, 2022, 2023, 2024. You also indicate the accuracy when it comes to that. And then you also talk about the income and expenditure that you are projecting for the coming 2 years, for 2025 and for 2026. And also give an explanation as why you think this is what is going to happen. Now, when it gets to the financial financial position, they want to understand your personal financial position as a person. So they want you to write, any outstanding personal loans and debt, right? Where you took it from, and is it what category is it, how much is for, what's outstanding, what are the monthly repayments. And then they also, on a personal level, want you to make a list of the assets that you own as a person and also the amount in terms of their value. Then they also want to find out if you've got any personal investments and their values. And then they want you to now go to the financial position of the business. If the business has any loans, um, if the business has any loans, then give their value, right? And then if the business has got any investments, please write them down. Assets, write them down. And then there are questions that, relate to the kind of support that you need within the program. Select what is it that you would specifically want support in, and, give any reasons for the answers you have given above. And have you ever received mentorship or support before? Are you in any program? Just basic information. And then you have 250 words to give an overall motivation for why you should be approved for the program. Before you go to the last section, which is section 5, please save and proceed. Then go to section 5, which is just where you upload the necessary documents, right? So the necessary documents that they actually want to upload is proof of residence of the applicant, certified ID copies of owners of the business, which is the directors. You press on the upload button and then upload it from your computer. Company registration, triple BE, SARS, CIPC, and bank statements. And then once you're done with all of that, you press on submit. And guess what? You will have completed your application form. And that is the end on my side. And all the best.